Why do people confuse body positivity with being okay with being unfit? Hello everybody, my name is Devina Kaur, and today we are talking about this topic called body positivity and why is body positivity associated with being unfit. First of all, we have to understand, what does body positivity mean? Body positivity means having an understanding and awareness about yourself, your individuality, your body, despite of the societal pressure that we live in. We live in a world where we are always expected to fit into boxes. We are always expected to be labeled, and where we are never good enough. Our individuality, our sexuality, our bodies have been commercialized and objectified, and no wonder we are all struggling to fit in, to find more self-love, and to find more spiritual confidence. The formation of body image begins early on in life. I myself was always told that if you do not lose weight, you are going to become unmarriageable, i.e., nobody is going to want to marry you because of your size. And this led me to struggle with confidence. It led me to struggle with self-harm thoughts and a lot of mental pressure and anxiety. And many of us struggle with it. Body positivity does not just mean about being fat. Body positivity also includes being too thin, too tall, too white, too dark, having too much hair, having too little hair. We as women, and yes, men too, are shamed for being who we are, i.e., we are shamed for being authentic. And now it is time that we own our power. Problems that emerge with negative image on body include mental health issues, eating disorders, depression, and emotional dependencies. I myself have struggled with bulimia, and it has taken me a lot of time, a lot of professional help to learn and understand about my body, myself, my being, my individuality, my divinity. And this is why we are here doing this video, because it's time that we stop shaming others for being who they are. How do we stop shaming others? We stop shaming others when we no longer shame ourselves for being who we are. I myself have struggled immensely with low self-esteem and depression for being too fat. And yes, there are people who struggle with low self-esteem, mental health issues for being too thin, or for being too gay, or for being who they are. Food is not your enemy. It is to make healthy choices all the time. And I will further give you an example. I myself have been fat all my life. However, I am also a practicing martial artist. In spite of being fat, I do karate 3 times a week. I am also a former runner. So size doesn't have to do with how fit you are or unfit you are. If you go to any naturopath, any health clinic, they do not associate being too thin or too fat by being how healthy you are. Health comes from inside. Health comes from taking care of yourself on all levels, on a holistic level, including mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, sexual, financial. So it is very important that we stop shaming others for being too fat, or we stop shaming this idea of body positivity as being a negative thing. Body dysmorphia exists. It is because our emotions and our being has been commercialized. So it is time that we take back our own power and we get to know who we are as spiritual beings having a human experience. And by that, I mean knowing your good side, but also knowing and welcoming your weaknesses, whether that is too fat, whether that is too thin, whether that is too gay, whether that is too white or too dark or too much of gray hair. It's to know, acknowledge, understand your weaknesses and your brilliance, and from there having a loving relationship with all parts of yourself, because no part of you is your own enemy. And it is through acknowledgement, through understanding, through having radical self-acceptance that we can grow in body confidence, grow in body image, and also grow through spiritual confidence. And that journey that we go through self-knowledge, through self-acceptance, it leads to more self-love. And self-love is our true home, because the journey to more self-love is love itself. So be sure to love yourself for as you are. Practice healthy eating habits, practice healthy being, healthy connection to yourself. Your emotions are sacred. Pay attention to them because they are always speaking to you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any videos by us.